mentors there. So really when I went to college, I didn't have anything in mind really. But the coaches kind of took me under their wing, and with those great people that I worked for an athlete in high school and college, it just kind of fit in. And I had a great instructor in mathematics at Augsburg College, and that kind of fit together. So I decided to go into mathematics and be a coach. But really, it came from the mentors that I had in high school and in college too, but high school in particular. Well, I had a notice that there was an opening, that the football coach here, the previous football coach, had resigned. I have relatives living in town here, and they sent me the article saying that the football coach resigned. So I just put together some things that I had done over the years, and my coaching resume kind of thing, sent it down to Dale Serum, who was the athletic director at that time, and I got a notice back that I should apply. And it just seemed like for a Christian or a spiritual type of person that Ruth and I are, it just seemed like it was kind of an out-of-body type of experience. We were just kind of watching things happen, it seemed like, and all of a sudden I was asked to come down, get an interview, and just things went together there, and it was really I think God's hand that I got a job in Alexandria. I was a rather elderly man, so to speak, in the coaching profession at that time. And I appreciate the school board and the superintendent Castle and athletic director Dale Serum to go out for an old man and hire me as a football coach. But it just seemed like everything was in the working, and we were kind of in the background watching it happen. And lo and behold, I got an interview and I got the job offer. We never say, well, how many games are we going to win this year? How successful was your season? We'd say, well, I don't know how successful the season was. We won a bunch of ball games, but talk to me 10, 15 years down the road, and we'll see how kind of a successful season we had, or what successful program we had, and we'll see what kind of gentlemen we put out there, what kind of dads, what kind of businessmen we have, and what kind of husbands we've made, and that kind of thing. In Alexandria, in the early years, the first year we won 2 football games. The second year, in fact, God blessed us in that first year. We played Bemidji in the first game that I ever coached in Alexandria, and I had looked at the videotape the year before, and Bemidji had a tremendous team that year, the year before I came. And it was a very lopsided game, and I looked at that videotape, and I was wondering what I was getting myself into here. And we played Bemidji that first game, and lo and behold, we won the ball game. 14-12, I think, was the score. And so we got the cat off the back of the kids. They were going through, losing 19 straight football games, Alexandria, and now they finally won a game. And it kind of got the cat off the kids' back. My back too, I suppose, but the kids really felt good about that. So we won 2 games the first year. And the second year was a real turmoil year, because we had a football player, one of our best football players, commit suicide. We had some inner turmoils with some players, and it was just a tough year. And so we won 1 game, and that was the last game of the year. So that was a real challenge in there. So especially that second year, I really, and I've done it several times. It was just almost overwhelming, some of the things that I was dealing with at that time. And I just said, God, I can't do this, by myself. I'm just going to turn it over to you. I can't do this. It's just too overwhelming at this point to really decide what I should be doing and what we should be doing and so on. And there were several times, more than once, that I had to get down on my knees here and I said, I can't do this by myself. I need some help. 48 years. Yeah, it's been 48. Yeah, great. Yeah, Ruth has been a great mentor. I've always felt that when we signed a job like this, or head coach any place, Ruth was right there alongside of me, like an assistant coach. She was just as much a part of the program as I was, and she did things. She was the hugger, and so she just we just saw some players here at out in town the other day, and so of course they got to get their hug from Ruth. So I mean, the players meant as much to her as they meant to me, and that was quite a bit. I'm real proud of the school district for hiring Mike. Mike Empting is going to be the new football coach. We're proud of Mike, and so we think that the program is good hands. I always wanted to turn it over to the next guy in better shape than we found it, and I think we've done that. So I didn't want to leave the cupboard bare, and I don't think the cupboard's bare at all. We got some great football players coming back for this next season and for the next 2-3 years for sure. Well, I never really noticed that until we get the pictures back, and I think it maybe had the whole span in there. It was a wide-angle camera, but then when they cut it down, they just had in the Fargo Dome the G-O-D, the end of Fargo and the beginning of the dome in there, and so the picture has the word God with us getting our post-game huddled together after we'd won the section championship in the Fargo Dome. Alexandria in particular has been very good to Ruth and I, and we're very grateful for that. It's been a great community, a great area, but a great program, school system to finish up my career.